Hello, Mrs. Tuckington here. This week in my class I'm going to be reading the story Owl Babies by Martin Wardell. The story is about 3 baby owls who get left in the tree whilst their mother goes to find food. The 3 owls are called Percy, Sarah and Bill. They all huddle together on a branch until she returns. So this week I'm going to show you how to draw a picture of the 3 baby owls in the tree. So let's make a start. Now this week when I draw this, I'm going to start with one character in the middle and then put one either side. So normally I would start left and go across, but this week I'm going to do something different. So I'm going to start with the baby owl. I'm going to start with Bill in the middle. And they're very young fluffy owls, so I'm going to start with doing their feathers. So we'll do their big eyes and then their very fluffy heads. Let's make a start. Let's go. So 2 big round eyes that are joined together in the middle, and then we're going to do 2 slightly curvy lines, and in the middle of their eyes we're going to do almost a circle but not quite. So let me show you what I mean by that. So we're going to start not at the top of the circle, a little bit the way round, draw all of the circle, stop, and then we're going to go backwards to make almost like a moon shape, and then we're going to colour it in, and that makes the eye. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other one. So we're going to go around in a circle, stop, and you can go back to the top or you could go back round inside, it's up to you, to make a circle shape. So it looks like there's a whole black circle with a circle missing. Just going to bend that round a little bit more. There we go. So that's Bill's eyes. Now he's got a beak, so do a sharp beak. It's like a V shape, and then a line down the middle. There we go. And he's very fluffy, so I'm going to do some little feathers sticking out around his eyes. They look like eyelashes all the way around. There we go. And then we're going to do his head around the outside. Now instead of drawing a solid line, we're going to draw a circle shape but using lots of little feather lines. So let's start at the top and we're going to go round. It doesn't matter how long they are. Round they go. And this is easy peasy because everyone can draw a straight line. And can you see I've made a circle shape? Now owls have ears but they're hidden in their feathers. So we're just going to do a few extra tufts up here of feather, and then some more up here. Okay, let's go around and do the body. Again, very fluffy. So we're going to do a dotted line making the tummy shape. So I'm going to go around. It's almost going to look like sewing, if you've ever done any sewing. There we go. We've got his tummy. And we're going to go back and do the wings. So we are going to draw a wing shape, and then we're going to add some little feathers to it. So we're going to go out and round and back. So it's almost like half a leaf. So let's pull the line round. Okay. And then we're going to do exactly the same the other side. So round. And then we're going to do some little feather lines coming off to make it look fluffy, and then we're going to do some feather lines at the top. So a couple of long lines and a couple of small lines in between. Alright, now on his tummy we're going to do some lines going left to right, so like a wiggly line. So just shake your pen a little bit. There we go. And then for the feet, they've got 3 sharp claws. So we're going to do 3 ovals and then draw the claws underneath. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, that side, and 1, 2, 3 that side, and then we're going to do the claws. There we go. And then you've got your baby owl, and you can put more feathers on if you want to add some other little bits. it a little bit more fluffy because they're very young, so they're very, very fluffy. Now we've got baby Bill. Let's move on to his brother and sister, Percy and Sarah. So now you've got Bill in the middle, you'll know where the other two go. So they're a bit taller, so their eyes are going to be a bit higher up. And once you decide where the eyes are, the rest of it will take shape. Okay, so let's draw his eyes up a little bit higher. So he's going to be a bit taller. So let's draw one oval there and the other oval stuck to it. And then we're going to do those. It's exactly the same eyes. I might do them a bit wide, a bit more open. So I'm going to do these lines a bit higher up on this one. And then I'm going to do those circle shapes again. And go back again. And the same on this one. Round you go, stop, and do a small line in between. There we go. So let's put your beak on. Let's say this is Sarah's big sister Sarah. So let's put her beak on, slightly curvy shape. And then some fluffy eyelashes around the outside. And then a big head. So let's make hers a bit higher up so she looks bigger. And if you want to, if you're not sure about drawing a circle, just by looking you could get a pencil and draw a pencil circle, follow it round and then rub it out afterwards if you like. No one will know that it was ever there. Now I'm going to go back in between and I'm going to do some slightly longer ones in between. Yep. And then I'm going to put her little tufty ears on. And then we're ready to do her body. So her body is going to come down to the same as Percy. So I'm going to, same as Bill's I mean. So I'm going to put my finger there so I might do a little line here to start off with so I know where the bottom of her tummy is. And do my line going up. There she is. Now her tummy is going to go behind Bill. So you have to think carefully like we've done before. Draw the line, lift your pen up and then carry on going. Now let's put her wings on. So that leaf shape again on that side. Now hers is going to be behind. So we're just going to have to, that's all you're going to see. Let's put some little feathers on. Make her fluffy. And then do those lines at the top. Okay, let's do her wiggles on her tummy. Give the pen a little bit of a shake. Another one up there. And now ready for your claws. Let's do your claws. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the sharp bits. There we go. Right, we're ready to draw Percy on this side, who's the big brother. So we've got Sarah and Bill. Let's do Percy over here. So I'm going to do the eyes similar height and about there. He's the big brother. He's going to have wide eyes because he's awake. He's the one looking out for everybody and looking after them. Circle, black circles again. And his beak. And some feathers around the outside. And you're a bit more scruffy. So I'm going to do them so neat this time. And then a big fluffy head. going to go back round, fill in some more, do some longer and shorter ones. There we go. And then those tufty ears. There we go. And we're ready for his tummy. So I'm going to draw a pretend line across so I know where the bottom of his tummy goes. I'm going to take, he's going to have a bigger tummy. See if I can make it a bit wider this time. And his tummy's going to go behind that wing. So imagine if I lifted my pen up, it'd be going behind there. And he's ready for his wing. Three curvy lines, and again his is going to be hiding behind Percy, behind Bill. Keep getting their names muddled up because they're both boys. Put the tufty bits on. So once you've drawn one and you've got it, you'll be able to draw three easily. Wiggly lines on the tummy. These are still feathers, but these are where they're really close together. So you just see the edges of them. Now I might add certain, let's put his claws on. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the bendy claws, if you notice, the claws on these ones go that way, and they go on that way. So they look like they're sitting on the branch. So look at the end of a banana. So it's the pointy bit of a banana going that way, and then the pointy bit of the banana going that way. I'm just going to do a couple of feathers over their feet. And the same for you, Bill. And you, Percy. You don't really see their legs, they're all bent up underneath them, where they're sitting. Now we're ready to do the branch. Now we did a branch last week, we did a log, didn't we? So it's exactly the same. So you're going to be a real expert at this. So I'm going to draw my pretend line. It's not pretend, it's a real line under there, and then pretend it goes under there and pull it out the other side. And then I draw it along. Pretend I'm going over there. Along we go, lift up and out the other side. Now I'm going to draw a bit of branch going up that way. Carry on my branch that way. Pull it across this way. Have a branch going this way. Now we know how to do these lines. We do a couple of lines. Then we draw a line with a bump. We draw a line underneath with another bump. And we put the circle inside. There we go. Take that one for a bump. Back again. And you can do these any way you like. I'm going to do another one over here, I think. It's a good idea to do the bumpy ones first, and then you can just draw the straight ones in around it. Couple in here. Might make that into a bit of a bump as well. One going down here. And then I'm going to do a couple of pieces of ivy, because in the story little Bill steps out and he sits on the branch of ivy. Now ivy's got 3 leaves, lots of 3s in here. There's 3 owls, 3 claws, and this time I'm going to do 3 leaves on the ivy. So it's like an umbrella shape, another umbrella shape, and then a point back in, and then we're going to go down and do a point. Looks sort of like a dog with 2 ears. Then we'll do a line down the middle, a line going off from the top, and then we'll do the veins. 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there, and we'll do a couple on this one. So it's one ivy. Let's do another one. So it's like an umbrella, another umbrella going out. Make it turn into ears. And it looks like the dog's face. So we're going back to the top, draw a line down the middle, draw one out of the side, and then put the veins on. There we go. And let's do one more going behind, then we'll join it all together. So we've got the smaller one this time. That line, that way, that way. These are the ones that always grow up on the side of trees if you ever go into a wood. Let's join that behind there. Let's join that one to that one, and join that one to that one. And just do some lines coming off, because ivy grows, it joins onto things really well. It's such a good climbing plant that crawls onto things. So there we have them. Now I'm just going to go back. I'm just looking at their faces, thinking you could do with a few more little feathers on your face. So just a few little lines, make them look feathery, a bit more fluffy, even fluffier than they already are. There. Right, now if you want to carry on, we can colour this in. Let's see what we're going to use. Now, in the story, the baby owls are almost white, really, so you could just leave it just like this, or you could colour them in just a little bit. So I've chosen a very light grey, a goldy yellow, a light yellow, and a very light brown. And I'm just going to go over it slightly. I'm going to do it in little pieces, so I'm not going to colour it in everywhere. I'm just going to go up and down on some of the feathers. Maybe I'll do the tummy with the grey ones. Just up and down gently, not pressing too hard. I don't want it to be a heavy dark colour. And then let's choose this light brown. So I'm not going to colour it all in, I'm just going to do some lines going that way. I'm going to follow the line of the wings. Maybe just go over these with a little bit of brown. Mix it in a bit. Use it on the toes, the claws. There we are. And then maybe just a little bit around the eyes. Now, normally I say to you go up and down, but I'm going to have mine going outwards from the eyes, like that. Like I'm colouring a sunshine in. A couple of bits in the ears, not too much. I'm going to use my gold to do the beak, and do all the beaks while I'm there. There we are. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do my grey on everybody's tummy. So let's do the greys on those. You might want to colour them a different colour, because if they were baby barn owls, they might not be this colour. Or if they were baby, let me think of another owl. Brown owls, there's white owls, there's owls with very big eyes. They've usually mostly got big eyes, so they can see in the dark. Now I'm going to go back with my brown now. So I'm going to do the feathers on the wings. I'm going to follow that line that I've drawn with my pencil, and again it will be darker in the nearest the body. So I'm going to do a line down there and spring in out. I'm going to do the same on Percy. There we are. And then I touch up a little bit on the tummies. I'm darting all over the place today. And I'm going to do the eyes, around the eyes again. Yeah. Let's do the eyes around you. A bit on the ears. And a bit in between. Just little bits. There we are. We do a bit on you. Right. Let's do your feet. 3 and 3. And what else can we do? We don't want to do too much because remember they are white owls. And then we're going to do, let's do the log. Let's use the browns. Let's use different colour browns. And we're going to draw that way to follow the lines that we've already drawn. So I'm going to do some dark. Choose a different one, a lighter one. Blend some of it in. And I've got a really dark one, like a chocolate brown. And do the same all the way across. Some dark bits. Let's go back to a different one. Mix it in. Because if you look at a real tree, it's not all the same colour all over. There'll be shadows, which would be dark. Other pieces that'll be light, when the sun's shining on it. And the bits that are hidden are always a bit darker. We'll finish that branch off. Some dark underneath. Yep. And that bit there. And we're ready to do the ivy leaves. So I've got 2 greens here. I'm going to start with the dark green. And I'm going to colour it in following that line down the middle of the ivy leaf. So all my pencil lines are going in the same direction, up and down. And the same for this one. And then follow that line down the middle there. Into the sides. Then we're ready for the light green. So just add a few bits all over. There we are. And there we are done. 3 little baby owlets. So I hope you've enjoyed doing those drawings, and it'd be lovely to see you send some of your pictures in. Maybe you could email them into school, and perhaps we could share them on Facebook. It'd be great seeing them, and I look forward to doing another drawing for you next Tuesday. I'll see you then. Bye bye.